Hello, it's Kadesha. You're like, this girl, yes, I'm getting all the videos in now. And I'm back with another video. Oh my goodness, this is kind of a funny one in my opinion. I think it's funny. However, it works. It works. And so when people realize that you value you, they will treat you so much different. They will. And I'm just like, Lord, really? Like, why we just can't treat people nice? That's my thing. But it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. But I ended up going to this place. I've gone there before, and I had an appointment. No. I called in. This was it. I called in. I was like, "Do you have an opening?" And they were like, "Yeah, we do." And they're like, "Coming at this time." I sat there. I don't know. I'm gonna say the appointment time was at 11. So I think I sat there till 12 o'clock. Yeah, I think it was 12 o'clock. And so I wrote them a little note because they were like in the back and something. I wrote them a note and just basically like, I cannot stay. I have to go. Thank you for, squeezing me in. And they called back and they were apologizing. Not to say you wanted people to bow down to you. Like, no, I don't want that. I want you to respect my time because I'm showing up here on time. So I'm gonna need you to let me know something if this is not working. So, but then I felt bad after. Lord was like, really? But because I was like, oh, it's okay. When they called me, they were like, we're so sorry. I was like, oh, it's okay. It's like, no, it wasn't okay. That's why I left. It was okay. I've been still sitting there. So, but yeah, so we ended up being able to get the appointment and set up for, I think it was actually the next day. And so I was able to get that taken care of. And so I had went back in here recently and I had an appointment and they came out to me. It was hilarious. I was like, Lord, you're funny. You are funny. They came out to me and they were like, well, we're running a little bit behind. So is there something that, you need to do? Do you need to reschedule? And I was like, well, how long? Is it like 30 minutes or an hour? And they were like, probably close to 30 minutes. And of course you want to give a little bit over the time. So at 30 minutes, I'm not looking at you crazy. But it was actually probably like 15 or 20 minutes or something. But because I went outside and took a phone call because I'm like, I got things to do. I can't just be sitting here wasting my time. And so, but they came right in and I was able to get what I needed done. But I was just like, Lord, if I wouldn't have never walked out, they would have just been doing me like that every time I needed to go there. And it's sad that you got to do that because I'm still telling y'all about these tickets. Y'all like this girl these tickets. I'm gonna let y'all know. I'm gonna let y'all know about these tickets as soon as it happens. But anyway, another one, another one happened with. I was at the store. There we go. And so I was at this department store, and you know how sometimes I ain't want to say the store, but sometimes the stores like the tickets will come off and they'll make you a ticket. They'll try to find something that looks like it. And so me, because I know about this, I found something that was close to it that was basically the same. It was the same brand. It just was a different color. And so I found that for two objects actually. Oh, speaking of that, I have not used that one object. Okay. But yeah, so I found it for two of them, and one was a planner and then the other one was a bottle washer. I did that one. So the planner, they were like, it was a, y'all probably gonna say now you wrong for that, but the one I wanted didn't have the price on it, so that's why I brought the other one. And it was I felt like it was a reasonable price. So I was like, okay, what about this one? And they were like, no, it was just $1 more. I know I feel terrible now that I'm saying it. And I was like, oh, okay, no, I don't want it. Don't want it. And I know y'all like, this girl is crazy. No, you got to be willing to say no. I was like, no, I don't want it. And so I was also getting another, it was actually like a pot. It was a pot holder. So no, it was a pot. It wasn't a pot holder. It was a pot. It's a pot. And I I was like, okay, yeah, and this one I wanted a tag for that because she had to do it for like 3 different things. So I said no to, I said yes to the bottle wash, and then I said no to the planner, and then I was looking at this one, and she might have played me, but it worked. She was like, well, I didn't see one that exact, size, so I found you one that was of a smaller size, and so I felt like it was a good price. I said, oh, I was like, thank you so much, thank you, and I bought it. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it because now it was for my plants, and I'm transplanting, and so I'm just like, I don't know if that one's going to be big enough. I'm up here looking at it, and I'm like, I don't know if that's going to be big enough for it. But I believe if I wouldn't have said no to that other one, they would have tried to play me. I can't prove that. I cannot prove that. So I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying we have to be willing to say no. And I think that is the problem that we have. We don't realize we are consumers. We are consumers. Consumers have control. Because when you stop buying stuff in the store, you know what they do? They put it on sale. They mark it down so that you can come and buy it. But the thing is, we will just spend our last and we don't even need it. No, you got to say, I can go without that. I don't need that. And then the store will come to their right minds because they be overcharging for stuff. Now, I went on my soapbox, but I'm coming back. We have to value you. And once you put the value on yourself, don't take it off. Set your standard. Let them know, okay, this is what it is. Take it or leave it. And everybody not gonna go with it, and it's fine because you're not for everybody. Everybody not for you. And once we get that, we'll be like, okay, I know what God has for me is for me, and what is not for me, it'll go right past me. So I hope this video encourages you to value yourself and just keep standing in the confidence of the Lord. That's where we want to be. Of course, we never want to be prideful. We never want to be arrogant. We never want to be that way. But people will mistake it as that. So you can't allow also someone who doesn't know their self to mistakenly call you arrogant or prideful because you're choosing to say no to something that you don't see as valuing to you. Okay? So, thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, saca lo que quieres ver en otros. Until next time. Bye.